Welcome to the second episode of Off Script. I know, right? Like, we have two episodes now. Sky's the limit now, you know what I mean? We're on a roll now. Anyways, I'm Alex the Rebel, and you know how we do here. We cut it short, we cut it, don't chit chat, we just get right to the point. So, unless you have been living under a rock, and I don't know why people say that, because living under a rock is like uncomfortable. You'd be very uncomfortable. Anyway, but you've heard of the summer hit of Netflix, K-pop Demon Hunters. Yes, I know. You've heard it. I've heard it. We all heard it. But this movie came out in the summer of this year, 2025. And I remember I was, you know, heard of it. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I do love anime, so it's like a South Korean. It's not anime, but it's anime inspired. It has fighting, it has cool graphics and stuff. But I didn't know if it was in my wheelhouse per se. But there was this song that was kept coming up, right? It's called Golden, and it's like the main song of the movie. So K-pop Demon Hunter basically is about these girl groups. Is a K-pop girl group that who are secretly demon hunters, and they protect their fans. They protect the world basically, and the way they do it is by singing songs. So basically, it's a generational thing. Like you get this. This is your task. This is your job. This is what you're called to do, and it is a great movie, fun movie. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it because it was so popular, and I heard a lot of people talking about it, and it really was a really good fun movie. And the thing is too, this movie has a lot of hits, like bangers, dude, like songs, like very catchy tunes, so big and so that it became a platinum album, right? Like platinum. But besides the movie, which was great and all, and we could talk about that another day, there's a story behind this that really grabbed me because I don't know about you, but I love inspirational stories. I love to hear about people's growth and struggles and making it, right? Because that's what we're trying to do here. Like, like I'm trying to create something for the future, right? And so the story goes that there's this girl, the main girl that sings for the main character, Rumi. Her name is EJ. And apparently, some little research I heard, some little things I've heard of her was very interesting that, she basically coming up in, teenager in South Korea, she went through the machine, the teen idol machine kind of deal. She went to dancing, acting, singing, that kind of school where you could, grow and train and become a pop star, right? And she didn't make it. They didn't sign her. So apparently there were, years, and she just like, okay, it's never gonna happen for me. But she kept grinding and started writing songs and stuff like that. And for this movie, all she was gonna do was write songs, and co-wrote this song called Golden, which is the main song. And what happened was that recording it on a demo, but apparently it was so good that they wanted her to do the track. They wanted her to be the singing voice of the main character. And what it blows my mind because right now, right now, I'm in the middle of the story of my story. I'm in the middle of the grind. Right now, I'm in that part of that. I'm gonna look back in years from now and be like, "Oh, I remember those days." Because I don't know how many people know this, but I started this in 2020. 2020 is my first episode that I dropped in January, and I was like, I I thought I was gonna be so much further along right now. If you were to ask me in 2020, where would you be in 5 years? I would have said I'm way ahead, more ahead than I am right now. And it frustrates me sometimes, right? Because the thing about the journey, the thing about creating stuff, creating something you want, it takes time and it's hard, right? It's hard. And I remember I was like so frustrated myself the other day, and I was just talking to my wife, and some people would say complain, but talking with emotion, you know what I'm saying? But I was just talking to my wife. I was like, I wish X, Y, and Z. I wish I was here. I wish this was happening. Because the fact of the matter is, guys, I'm not skilled in the technical aspect of things. I'm not good at anything. Everything you see that I do, dude, it takes me so long, and I'm just learning. I'm barely scraping by. But I do it because I have to do it. Like if I want to be a content creator, if I want to be a podcaster, if I want to do whatever you want to do, you got to do it, right? Like It's better to have something that you might not be super happy with than have nothing at all, right? Like that's the only two choices. A lot of time, especially in the beginning, that's your two choices. You got to throw something out there that might not be the best, but it's out there, right? And I remember I was like, man, I just feel frustrated sometimes. And I remember one time I was like, man, I haven't gotten better. I haven't gotten good. And I was like, I want to listen to like my first episode. Oh my. So I listened to my first episode. In the first few years, I did not know how to edit. I didn't know how to edit. So everything I would do, I would just go straight from beginning to end. I'm not lying. So the point was like I would record, talk, 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 talk. And if I messed up, I would start all over again. You want to hear something crazy? This is my third time making this video. Third time. I'm gonna give you a little peek. This is how frustrating this was today. Today was not my day. So the first time I recorded this video again, I'm still doing this. I'm still new, and I'm very forgetful. So I have this mic, right? You see a microphone, beautiful microphone, and I did not have it connected correctly. So on my phone, all you heard was the audio picked up from the mic from the iPhone, so it sounded very bad. That was the first time. I did a whole thing, right? That was frustrating. Then the second time, I don't know what was happening outside. Helicopter kept coming like every 30 seconds. I'm not lying. I recorded the whole thing, and what I kept doing was this. Like I would talk, 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 and then suddenly when the helicopter, I was quiet because I'm like, I'm gonna edit this out. But it got to the point I finished, and I'm like, when I was listening and I was, kind of going back, it was unusable. It was unusable, and you could literally see the frustration in my face because it was like, man, I'm trying to create content. I'm trying to do something here, and of course, it's not working out, right? So that's part of the process, right? That's the whole point. Is the grind. It is hard work. But the thing is, when it's hard work, when you finally reach it, it's gonna feel amazing. And the reason I know that because any small thing that I do that has not even success, but it's like it came out pretty good, I feel great. Like when I create something, when I play music, I'm a musician. When I'm worshiping, when I'm doing something and it comes out like, man, that came out pretty good. Like it feels good. It feels you feel this thing because you know what? I'm using my gift. Like I love creating. That's a gift that God has given me. And it's just like her, that girl EJ. Like I think about like her right now. She's singing. It got so popular. Okay, this album, this movie, that now she and her two co-stars that they did the other two voices. They're not a band, but it's so popular now that they are like being requested to. They want to see them live, and they actually sang live for the very first time this week on Jimmy Fallon. Like it's an incredible story. I don't even know what's gonna happen, but dude, when you hear her, she's hitting notes that are incredible. Like she's so high in her boy. It's just stunning her voice, and that's a voice that God has given her. She's using that gift, right? So the point is, are you using your gifts? Are you using your gifts for the glory of God? Like First Corinthians 10:31, it says, "Whatever you do it to the glory of God." That's my version. But you do it to the glory of God. You're doing art, do it to the glory of God. You're singing, do it to the glory of God. You ride motorcycle, do it to the glory of God. Like whatever you do it unto God. Do it for God. He given us all these certain gifts that we can use for his glory. Like that's an amazing thing. And that gives me hope. Like hearing her story, like imagine she was young and now she's in her mid 30s, so it must be at least about 20 years that she didn't see the quote unquote success that she was just pursuing. But she kept grinding, she kept going, she did not give up. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do something with this, and I'm not gonna give up. Like I'm not gonna give up. You know, one day God, maybe, hopefully, maybe Noah, my son, but I need an assistant that does all these techie things. But it's okay. It's gonna happen one day. But right now, it's mine. It's my job, and I'm gonna do it to the glory of God. And you guys, are on the journey with me. You know what I'm saying? Like some episodes are gonna come out great. Some episodes are gonna be lined up right. My hair's gonna be crooked sometimes, or I don't know. It's never gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be me. So if you've been thinking about doing something creative or whatever, and something's holding you back because you're not good enough, dude, you're never gonna get there then. Because like Andrew loves to say, you got to make trash. You know, like this unfortunately is 5 years in. This is still like trash, but not the worst trash. Thank God this is way better than I was before, but it's still quote unquote trash, right? Because I'm still working, and I've recorded about, I don't know, hundreds of episodes, hundreds of episodes of podcasting, and I'm still learning. This is my first video podcast, so look at that. I'm still new in the game, but I'm trying. I'm grinding, right? Because I want to succeed. I want to create something, and that's what this is all about. So I hope that you don't give up, because at the end of the day, right? No matter what happens, I can say I tried. That is worth it. Rebel out.